So in this video, we will learn about OJS system. We have come to know about ISSN number is something that we applied for when we having something in our hand, the first copy of the issue. When we have first copy of the issue, that the process from which the first copy has appeared into our hand is through OJS system. So mainly we get the production, mainly the management system is the OJS system. OJS is Open Journal System, or we generally say it as Open Journal Software System. You can have any platform of running your journal. So to run your journal, you require some platform. By that mean, you require, if you have a hard copy, then you require a printing publications, that mechanism. If you want to get into e-journals, then you require web pages. So that web page can be of any form. If you want, you can have your own website and your own designing, and then you run your own journal. So there are a number of organizations who designs websites as per your specification. You just say them and they will design. There are a number of organizations. So that's the one way. The other way is you go to OJS system. It's a kind of website. You need not to have your own website. You just hire the name. You just hire the hosting of that on that name. You download the OJS system into your hosting, and then all the rest of the work, the page appearance, the look of the journal, everything will be done by OJS. So it will become a kind of form submission. OJS will appear before you as a blank form. Whatever you fill out there, OJS will convert into a web page. For example, if you fill out their author's name, OJS will automatically place the author's name where it should be. So, Open Journal System is an open source application type. It's a application for managing and publishing journals. Originally developed and revealed by PKP in 2001. Mainly, this is to improve. This is what the PKP site is there, Public Knowledge Project. This PKP is a multi-university initiative mainly developed to conduct research, to improve research, and to reach to scholarly publication journals. This is just a free assistance given by these multi-universities and mainly initiated by Dr. John Willingsey in 1998, University of British Columbia. Now it is working in association with Stanford University and Simon Fraser University Library. So they unitedly were collectively working together and giving this software to manage journals, to run journals absolutely free. So you need to go to PKP, Public Knowledge Project. You type Google PKP, the site will appear. There will be option of downloading this software. So this is the latest version 3.3.0. There are a number of other options out there. So previous versions are also there. New version is also there. When you click this option, this software will download into your computer or laptop. So you need not to worry about how the journal will be designed. I mean to say that you need not to worry about. Let me open my journal. You need not to worry about that where will be the topic, where will be the author's name, where will be the publication's name. This downloading will automatically help you. So how to proceed for that? First thing is you require a domain name, and domain name means your journal name, and then put that domain name into the e formation. So that's why you require the name of the website, and you hire a purchaser domain name. So when after purchasing your domain name, you go for hosting purchase also, because someone to run your website. So for running out that website, after you name the website, you need to take some hired hoster for you. So For hoster, when you hire a hoster, when you take hosting, GoDaddy or anywhere else, so when you take hosting from there, they will give you a cPanel. This is but what the everyone who knows about hosting or something somewhat about running out websites, so they must be knowing about cPanel. Is the main brain that runs, is the storage capacity where all software and every source stores out there. So after purchasing for domain, after going for domain and then for hosting, when you got the hosting, you get a cPanel. You got a username for that, password for that. You log into that, and when you log in there, you get somewhat like this atmosphere out therein. So need not to worry about what typical words are there. It's very easy. You just keep on clicking the installation process and shifting that installation to cPanel. It will be done. But even though if you find it difficult, you can hire a technician. It will hardly take about 100, 200, 400, maximum 1000 rupees to just download your software, OGS software into your cPanel. That's it. No, you need not to go anywhere else apart from this if you are not doing it by yourself. When you download it, a kind of web page will appear and it will look like this. Because I have filled already a logo in the journal, so if you will so the logo will be blank, you have not put the title will be blank. So this thing depends upon what you have placed inside the journal. As you open the page, because nothing will be there, so it will be blank. What will you can do is, in the blank page, this is your OGS system, you go to login. When you go to login, this is what username and password will appear at the time of installing it into cPanel. This is what you have created. You can create it afterward also, because I've already done it, so it appears like that. If you haven't done it, it will give you option to create your username and password. Again, repeat it. You go to login. So once your website is done, domain is done, website is being hosted. Install OGS system into the cPanel, and this is what only thing you require. Everything will be done by the OGS system. You need not to do anything to run the journal now. Every designing, every location out of the journal, where you want to place the paper, how you want to publish the paper, how you receive the paper, how you distribute it to different reviewers, everything will be done by OGS system. So this is what the website will look like after installing OGS system. You log in there, you log in, you create your username, password, and when you log in, this is a dashboard will come up. This dashboard is only for the editors who are the main administrators of the journal. So on the left, you will see submissions. This submission is for your side, that if you want to submit papers, then how it will happen. This is required by the chief editor and the managers, because you are also required to submit papers, and then those submit paper you will forward it to different reviewers. Everything will be asked by the software itself. In case if author failed to register, then you go to submissions. Otherwise, authors submitters will automatically submit the papers from the OGS system. You need not to do anything. Whatever they submit, they just go to your website, they create the login IDs, and there will be a submission option. They will submit your paper online, and that paper will appear to you here. And then, because no submission till here is there, no submission here appears. So if suppose that we have a submission, so the options will come up to send to the reviewers, to publish it directly, to cancel it, to make any payment options out there. So every option will come out here. So by the timing, the first thing is, whenever you log in first time here, you go to issues. There are future issues, there are back issues. You have to create it by your own. Everything is guided by the website, the software itself. See, when we go to journal, now this is how we create the journal first time. Everything is being asked. Name of the journal, you write the name of the journal. Short name of the journal, you write the publisher name, you write the ISSN number, You write about the summary of the journal. This is about the journal. You write the editorial team. You can add pics out here, all about the editors, chief editors, then the associate editors, and then you have all other editorial board members. And this is again, if you want to more brief it out about the journals, then see, when you fill all these options in the first instant, the first thing you do, just save it. When you save it, and when after that, if you go to your journal, it will automatically appear, everything will appear automatically. I have not saved my because I have done already there. I have a lot of things is been done by me already. So it's something like that. Suppose you want to have your logo, then also you will get options out there to place out logos. See there, here I have editorial team. I have placed the photos also. I have immersed the other editors also. All the details are here. So you go to editorial. Just you have to put there, fill the form. There is the editorial team, and it will automatically be adjusted by the software. Everything will automatically be adjusted by the software. You need not to do anything. Same thing is here, there are logo option. You submit the logo, automatically the logo will come here. You name the you type the title will automatically appear here. So everything about the journal, editorial, announcements, journal policies, contact numbers, everything will automatically be adjusted by the software only. You need not to do anything. Once again, I take you there. So this is the setting. So you go to journal. When you go to journal, options will appear. See, contact is appear. You write your contact number, you write principal contact, your technical contact name, you fill the form, you save it, and when we go to website, we go click the contact and see we have just filled the form. Automatically everything been taken by software. Everything has been placed very well there. This is the beauty of this OGS system. So the best way is, if you want to run your journals, you go to OGS options. When we go to settings, then also if you want to make it more beautiful, you go to website. This is a website. So again, same forms will appear up. You see the name, title, it's a logo. You want to change the logo, just change the logo, upload the logo, delete the logo, anything you can do. It will automatically get adjusted there. Page footers is there. You click whatever page you want, you change it, you write it, you click it, you paste it, everything automatically will go to the footer. Whatever color you want, whatever design you want, whatever font, whatever type of template you want, it appears here. You just need to click on the things. For example, right, I want a sidebar management. What is sidebar management? These are the sidebar management in the site. So I want to make this highlighted out here, that my submission should be from this side. So I go to setting and see sidebar management. I have made make a submission block. What is submission block? I have placed it on the sidebar. So this is the submission highlighting thing. This make a submission. So this is a submission bar. Everything will be done automatically by the journal. I want, there will be options. If you click out here, there will be number of options coming out. So you choose from option. So it's a keyword cloud block. So I want keyword cloud block in my sidebar management. When I go to journal, it's a keyword. So whatever the papers we have, the keywords will appear here. Automatically, it will be done. Everything will be done by the journal. You need not to do anything. So to repeat, I say you once again, just I'm repeating the things. OJS system is an open journal software system. If you want to run your journal, you require this software. And to get this software, please go to site PKP. PKP is a free of site. Like they don't charge anyone anything. They really don't charge, because it's a collective effort of number of foreign universities who is really coming forward to make, to highlight, to uplift the research publications and promote scholarly journals. You go down, scroll whatever the edition you want, whatever the version you want. Best one is the latest one and as simple as one. So you click here, You purchase a domain name. For example, I want my domain name as International Journal of Education Technology. So I purchased the domain name of International Journal of Education Technology. Then I went to the host to give me the hosting. When I purchase hosting, they give me a cPanel. I'll go to the cPanel. If possible, I try my best to install it by myself. If it's not possible, you are not technically sound, just give it to someone technician. It's very easy to install. Everyone who makes website knows that how to install softwares in cPanel. When you install that software in cPanel, your website will appear up, and it will appear up in this way. The home page will appear up in this way, and automatically everything will be shown in the home page. When there will be no logo, they show it. There will be no logo, there will be no submission, no issue, they will show it. There will be no paper, no submission, and everything. Then systematically you log in, like I logged out again. Go there, you log in, create your own ID as an administrator, as an admin. You log in. When you log in, you will get a dashboard, and in that dashboard you will get number of forms to get the things settled. Similarly, for submission of paper, when you submit, you will receive the papers from the authors automatically listed out here, and the options will be there to what you want to do. That will be covered, that we will be covering in a separate video with a very beautiful manner. So submission will show you where you want to put your submissions, and after there will be options to send it to reviewers only. So you put down the reviewers mail ID, it will automatically be mailed to the reviewers, and the reviewer send it back. You can have conversation with the authors also. When there will be option of the same form, you will type the title also, you will type the author also, you will highlight the some of the highlighting images or something, and you click save. Automatically it will publish in this way. Now here you want to publish for PDF, you want to publish for XML and DOI numbers, then you have to subscribe them from them, and that are also free of cost. You go to website setting, you go to workflow, and there are a number of options out there that what you actually want. So their options will appear up. You want submissions, there will be submissions of the paper. You want reviewers to send it, the paper will automatically go to reviewer. Which reviewer you want, you type the mail, how many reviewers you want, you type the mail, mail ID, it will automatically be mailed from the OJS system, and ultimately it will get published. Now you get the options that you want the PDF system, DOI system, anything. Then you go for the subscriptions in the settings through workflow. This is a software which is completely free. ISSN number registration is completely free. This software is completely free, and this is what happens. If you want to go to some private organizations, this is how and this is what they charge actually. The software is completely free. They make a minor changes into it, and this is what the private organization do. They make a minor changes in the archives and they charge it heavily. So if we go for pricing of it, OJS hosting plans, and I will be surprised to know, my God, it's see the rate what they are just charging it to they are just charging the OJS system, which is completely free. They will give you a minor host. In India, you will get the hosting hardly maximum at the rate of 1200 1500. A good hosting, perfect good hosting, you will get it by 4 to 6000 maximum annually. But here you, in addition to that, you are getting nothing else, and they will keep on charging you for number of things. Every paper, every submission, every review system, every updation, they will keep on charging you. So that goes a huge amount. You need not to go to that, just go to PKP and download that. And in case of any worries, you can please call me up anytime. You can mail me, you can text me, and I'll install you, I'll upgrade for you.